blah, blah. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friday stream, everyone. Hello. It's Limbus Friday, and not just that, the chat is back. Yippee! They finally fixed the chat. Also, I need to correct myself from last time. I was blaming YouTube. Apparently it was OBS, not YouTube. But they fixed it like 5 hours ago, so we're good. Hello everyone. This cutscene is a massive spoiler. Well, too bad. I started the game and I didn't even get to say hello. It just throws this scene at me. So, you know, I don't even get to say hello. It's just like, you read now. Yes, finally chat is back. It's not anymore just in my imagination. Oh my god. I even sent VHack the OBS GitHub about the problem. Yeah, it was OBS. It was not YouTube this time. It was actually OBS. But that doesn't make YouTube any better, so fuck both of them, I guess. Yes, you're finally real again. Oh my god. But yeah, hello everyone. You made it to the end of the week, so congratulations. I hope you had a nice week. How was your week? We saw each other on what did I do on Monday? Oh, we finished Unrelated. Yeah, we finished our ongoing game on Monday, I remember. Man, that was a ride. Why is it all about trains, by the way? In Unrelated we were on a train too, and now we're here and it's gonna be about trains. There's something about trains in all of these games. You didn't refill your pill prescription. Chat is back. Woo! You had yesterday and today off. Ooh, nice. Cozy. Cozy. I went to the library today, actually. Because, I have semi off. Because they just didn't give us new work, so, I just... Yeah, I'm just like, okay, I go to the library, I guess. I went to the Library of Arena. Got a new book. Where are we in the story? This is Murder on the Warp Train, but I can't start that chapter yet because whatever this is holding me back until I read it. And apparently it's a spoiler, but I don't really care, so I guess we can hop inside. Have you heard about the new FNAF game? I saw a little bit of it, but I'm not really into FNAF. FNAF is scary, so I haven't really played the normal ones, and I'm not really invested in the other ones. This cutscene can play before time killing time and spoil a tiny amount of it. Ah, well, we finished time killing time, so that's fine. Been a while since Limbus? Yeah. I always just stream Limbus whenever there's new story. I don't even do my dailies. People shout at me, Dante, do your dailies, but no, I will not do my dailies. Oh yeah, Misao got that HD update. It's applied to the base game, so I already have the update. We can play that in October for spooky season. We're not on Warp Train yet, no. This plays when I log in. I haven't seen the Heathcliff ID promotional video, yes. No, I will not do my dailies! I refuse! FNAF is not scary, trust me, it's just like a kid's game. Yeah, if you're a kid alone at night in your bedroom and your teddy bear is trying to eat your fucking head, then maybe. Okay, but let's get through this scene, shall we? Dante! It's Dante time. Right, I think we can conclude our consultation session here. I've been holding regular consultations with the sinners for a while now. Also, let's see when I have to take off my jacket, because I'm too big. My session with Heathcliff ended earlier than I'd expected. So, what are you writing in the stroke have in that notebook? Also, his badge says remember now. Oh, this? Thought writing him down could come in handy later, in case I have to remember something. Heathcliff's been holding that notebook in his hands ever since this session started. Wait, who's the therapist here? It didn't seem like he was making a full record of our entire conversation. It was more like he was writing things down if they seemed worthy of remembering. No! Also time to pull off my jacket. Oh wait, that's sad. Are you writing about Catherine? Won't deny that that's part of it. His expression becomes inscrutably complex upon hearing her name. He breathes in a lung full of air and lets out a deep sigh. He smiles awkwardly before sliding his notebook across the desk in my direction. I take a quick glance at the pages. Its contents are as disorganized and chaotic as his handwriting. Listen, as long as he understands his system, it's fine. But I also noticed that several of those disorganized notes are records of his memories with Catherine, scribbled next to notes of significant moments in our journey. Records of memories he doesn't want to lose. Oh, baby, no! This is so sad! Well, it ain't nothing important. Right, if we're done here, I'm off. Heathcliff takes the notebook and leaves the room. I catch a glimpse of his bitter expression as he steps through the doorway. No! It isn't long before Rhodia practically bursts through the door. Hey, saw Heathcliff leaving the room just now and thought it was my turn. That was a pretty quick meeting, huh? Yeah, we didn't really talk about much. I don't know what's gotten into him lately. He's been so tame. Well, I'm not complaining. Why don't you take a seat, Rhodia? Rhodia hummed cheerfully as she sat down. She really didn't seem too different from her usual self. Oh, but she was... Ooh, Rhodia was like super down and time-killing down. Time-killing down... I can't speak today. Help me. Time-killing time. Our consultations usually consisted of some minor chit-chat and watching her munch on some snacks, but... Hey, so... I think there's something we have to talk about today. English Doko? Yeah, maybe I'll just keep streaming in German now. I'll just translate it on the spot and now we just do a German stream. Yeah? You're so serious today, what's up? Do you remember what you asked me when we were dealing with the case of time-killing time, Rhodia? I don't know. What did I say? A lot. A lot of depressed stuff. Rhodia carefully looks away, her fingers fiddling with the snacks prepared for these consultations. I'm starting to grow uncertain whether this is a good time to bring this up, when she's still so obviously evasive about it. I really don't want the mood to get as frosty as it did during the investigation. I translate for chat? Okay, so I translate from this English text into German and then Shinta will translate from my German into English for the chat. Yeah, let's go. But this overly chipper, chatty attitude is just a bandage haphazardly pulled over a scar that still hurts, isn't it? I sit there looking at Rhodia and her fabricated smile. I have to ask. Yeah, this is exactly what these consultations are for. What better time to do this than now? Yeah, that's usually what you like do at your therapy session. I'm talking about the time you asked me about Sonia. About what would have happened if you... The alarm had to choose this precise moment when I finally gathered enough courage to bring this up, to go off. Wait, that was... I reflexively get off my feet at the blaring alarm. A few seconds later, I hear someone tapping on the bus PA system. And not long after that, a brief bzz, yeah, we heard the bzz, plays from the speaker installed in my room. There's a fucking fly! Testing. Announcing from the driver's seat, all units taking R&R on the bus must assemble in the hallway ASAP. I repeat, all units taking R&R on the bus. Driver's seat, card seat. Stop pulling me! I am in the process of relaying a very important announcement. Stop getting in the way between Charon and Nephi. Virgilia's deep sigh was the last thing we heard from the bus PA system before Charon and Otis' brief squabble came to an abrupt end. My, a new backdoors thingy. That's what the alarm usually means, right? Let's see. I'm gonna guess that this one's for a refraction railway. Oh no, not refraction railway. I'm not doing refraction railway. No, 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 no. Not a fan of those railways. Oh my god, Rhodia, you are my girl. They're so exhausting. Rhodia grimaces for a moment before rising from her seat. Kinda seems like she's trying to smoothly maneuver away from answering my question. What you standing around for, Dante? Come on, aren't you going to see what's going on? Yeah, I'm coming. I leave my empty consultation notes behind and follow Rhodia out to the hallway. Oh, how convenient for you, Rhodia. Out to a very crowded hallway. This isn't just a clown, this is the whole circus. I mean, we have enough people to actually lead a circus, so... The murmur rises and rises. The sinners were each sharing their ideas as to what this alarm might be for. It's got to be the refraction railway this time, right? Yep, line 4, most likely. Huh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? They feel me so much, like, whoa. I did the first refraction railway and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Attention! The executive manager has arrived. I have assembled your forces already in a timely manner. Thanks. Welcome, Dante. I heard the radio. Is it a refraction railway this time? Yes, the 4th line of the refraction railway to be exact. Yeah, I think they're getting used to this. WTHAWGI. What the hell? Where the hell are we going? Immediately. What the hell are we? What the hell are we? What the hell are we? That's as far as I get. What the hell? Yeah, sure. Are we going inside? Whoa, this is a hearkening it. When the hell? It appears that she is requesting information pertinent to our schedule regarding our entry to the railway. Oh, she actually just wants to go. Okay. To be exact, I think she's saying, when the hell are we going in? Okay. The Ocean, who had been listening with a knitted brow as each sinner hazarded their guesses, appeared to have finally found peace. Coffee Grounds! Thank you so much for the gifted memberships! Thank you! Appreciate it! More buns! More buns! For the cause of our church! Let's go! My Ryoshu translation is off. Listen, it has been a while since we played Limbus, okay? There's a little bit of dust on my Ryoshu circuits, okay? Give me some time. I will get adjusted to it. Sinclair was right on the money. Hey, at least Gregor and his son got half of that right too. Hey, I got like 80%. I think that's pretty good. The bus alarms weren't the only things growing increasingly familiar to us. The sinners were really getting to know one another as well. We're family who occasionally wants to kill each other, but I guess real families do that too sometimes, so family! Well, let's go check it out right now. Then I shall open the gates! The door opens with a creak and a bright blue light fills my vision. Oh no, these masks, I do not like these masks. Why are the clowns here? The blue ambience almost seems to drop the temperature of the entire room. Another railway line completely different from line 3 and its orange hue. Manager Squire, behold, these curtains, these masks, I say. Visions of party lay before us, forsooth! Oh my god. Ah yes, party! Masks? I followed Don Quixote, who had run off on her own again, with my eyes. It was as she said, the walls were lined with various masks, each wearing different expressions. I wonder if this has something to do with the theme of the enemies we're about to meet here. It's the fucking circus! Oh, hi thee! Hither, one and all! Here's a woman, her appearance a spitting image of Lady Otis! What? There was urgency in her voice. I quickly ran to where Don Quixote was with the other sinners in town. And there she was, an exact copy of Otis standing before us. Oh no, shadow copies. What the heck is going on? Is this the same game? I hope this isn't anything serious. It's your own shadow, Mario. Whoa, she wasn't kidding. I hope this isn't a lure left behind by an abnormality or something like that. Oi, how about we don't tempt fate, lad? But she's quiet, unlike Otis, and shrouded in a weird shadow. Oh, look! Here's one that looks just like me! Hong Lu stood next to a humanoid shape that mimicked every move he made. When he raised his hands, the shape raised its hands. When he closed his eyes, the shape closed its eyes. Right, almost like a shadow with the darkness in its mimicry. Wait, that looks like one of Hong Lu's identities. I noticed 3 more humanoid shadows standing nearby. What on earth is going on? We'd be much better off if they were some byproduct of an abnormality. However, if they are clones, we must move swiftly to exterminate them, Executive Manager. I request that you immediately order us to prepare for battle. Give me a sec, I'll ask Faust first if... No, you must make a judgment call at this instant. If they are indeed clones, then the head will... This isn't the first time she's asked to make a decision like this, but... The head, huh? The head doesn't like clones. She's never been this serious or adamant about it before. Yi-sang noticed the tension and quickly stepped in between the two of us. Oh no, I'm not doing Refraction Railway. No, I'm doing the event. It's just that this cutscene plays when you log in, so I might as well read it. Miss Faust, would you kindly share what you know of this phenomenon? Yes, this entity is not a clone. Therefore, even if a week were to pass, the head will not mobilize. Faust nodded sagely as though she had just learned something new, before looking in my direction. Right, she probably wants me to explain what this is. I quickly blurted out the first thing that came to my mind. That one feels like a Pikaculum. Pikaculum. I wasn't completely sure, but that's the feeling I've so grown used to sensing whenever we encountered the Pikaculatuachua. A Pikaculum. It's blindly mimicking whatever Hong Lu is doing. I'm not sure if it has much or anything in the way of consciousness or ego. It doesn't look like a one-to-one copy of him either. Please become yourself, Miss Otis. It appears that Odd has unnerved you. Otis bows, embarrassment apparent, but her head cleared with relief. My deepest apologies, Executive Manager. I should have not acted in such an unsightly manner before you. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about the sinners. Every instance of these moments seemed to unveil something new. So, Otis, do you have some experience in that direction, or why are we feeling like this, huh? You wanna elaborate? I don't know. I was trying to get a better read on Otis' expression when Heathcliff suddenly asked a question out loud. I thought them Picatula are supposed to look like monsters, innit? Distortions in a Picatula must not be judged on a reference based on common sense, such as their physical appearance. But do you think we can handle them? Oh yeah, if they're going to swarm us like they did at the manor, or if they manage to somehow copy Virgilius, that's going to be a problem. Recall the railway of refraction we have suffered ere this one's arrival. It should not present before us as foe we cannot defeat. Yet the process shall be as grueling as it always has been, I suspect. Faust is aware that this entity is a Pecaculum of Envy, Pecaculum ENVtuber. Considering the strengths of the Pecacula we have faced thus far, it is unlikely that we will encounter enemies too far beyond our ability to defeat. The lack of precise tiered labeling system means that it is difficult for one to make a subjective judgment. Speaking of which, what's the EDA on the new risk levels and classifications for the Pecacula and distortions? The LCD has informed us that they have made significant progress regarding the project. It is likely that further details will be shared once they become more concrete. Ah, that's good to know! Oops, looks like the Pecacula are running away all of a sudden. As we stood there talking to one another, a Pecaculum that resembles Hong Lu suddenly shoved him to the side and began sprinting elsewhere. Oh. What the hell, mate? Don't just sit there and gong him when they're all legging it. Heathcliff also sprinted after the figure, but he soon came to a sudden stop before starting to slowly back away. Oh, blimey. Oh no, it's a train! A subway train slides into the platform with a loud horn. Past the windows I see a subway car filled to the brim with purple shadows. Shadows in the shape of the sinners. It's the cooler sinners. They have a train. That's a lot of them. I think I recognized like 3 shadows that looked just like me. That ridiculous sight was enough to stop us all dead in our tracks, allowing the Pikachu to board the subway car. And the door shut behind him. I sense odd in a way of disquietude from this refraction railway. Fellas, there's another one coming this way. As soon as the subway train carrying the Pecacula leaves the station, a new one begins to roll in. To my relief, this one doesn't look like it's packed to the brim with shadow people. Is for me? But what is that? There are curtains and masks? I don't remember seeing anything like that on the last railways we challenged. How uninspired. Yeah, I didn't notice it earlier because all of that mess with clones and everything, but doesn't that train look much more elaborate than what we've seen before? Right, it's adorned with all kinds of decorations. Just as the sinners were gawking at the ostentatiousness, what the fuck is this word? That was this train, something burst forth from the train car door. English major! Did that thing just roll out a carpet for us? It's like something's inviting us in there. I ill like such manner of invitation. I agreed with Yi-sang. This isn't an invitation I'm happy to jump at, but I'm sure we'll face even worse things in our journey. I'll take every chance we get to strengthen the sinners. Time to die, bitches! That's what Dante said, right there. I took my first steps onto the carpet and boarded the subway train. Ostentatious is fancy, yes, very much so. What the heck is ostentatious? Hold on. I genuinely do not know that word. Ostentatious. Oh, I see. It's like pompous. Like making yourself fancy. Oh. Language? I don't know what you're talking about. The language is English. Ooh! Lunacy! I probably missed a bunch actually. Because I never log in. So I never get the free lunacy. Oh, also, new phrase. Come to me, everyone. Give me your fancy IDs that I don't have. So I can use them when we fight. Okay, we made it through the Refraction Railway intro cutscene. We're not gonna do Refraction Railway because I'm not that tired of life. Oh my god. But it was cool to see what this is about. Recommended levels. Huh, interesting. Levels I don't have. But we're heading for Murder on the Warp Express. Let's go. Ooh. Fancy. Fancy. Fancy, fancy. Your IDs are level 45 ALTYR 4. Not all of them. Not all of them. Okay. First class. This will probably be 2 streams again, especially since we spent a while in this first cutscene actually. My friend and I are gonna play this game. Oh, enjoy! Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the suffering. Let's go. We jump into the suffering ourselves. Took me around 4 hours. Okay, yeah, definitely 2 streams. Alright, how did this happen? First we boarded the warp train to get to our next destination, P-Corp. Bad idea. Bad idea. Got into our fancy first class flash freeze hibernation capsules and... Oh, we were supposed to arrive at P-Corp after a quick blink of an eye, but... Ah, they got the special treatment, okay. Well, here we go again! Yes, I have been so afraid. Dante, please respond, there's... The first thing I saw when my vision returned was the perplexed look on Faust, who had entered hibernation at the same time as I did. Then I realized that we woke up mid-transit on the warp train. Which could only mean that we're now stranded in some lost unknown dimension? Dante, I understand your considerable degree of disorientation, but... What the hell happened? First things first. Let's rewind and return to the very start of this highly unfavorable situation we find ourselves in. You might be wondering how I got into this situation. Well, let's rewind. 2 weeks ago. Nah, just a few days ago, actually. Our next destination... Oh my god, I can't do the low voice today. Oh, next destination. Our next destination is to a warp train, Dante. What? Yep, that's where it all started. There I was, still perplexed by the incidents at T-Corp, with my awful idea of clearing the air by asking Virgilius for our next destination, not knowing the storm that my innocent question would bring. There is a storm that is approaching. Verily, I must have misheard! I'm quite certain you didn't, Quixote. We are now en route to the T-Corp warp train station. Then the warp train station must have some conundrum that must be resolved there indeed. A quest that must be swiftly addressed at the station, yes? Oh, I bit my tongue. This is what happens when you speak as Dawn because Dawn yaps too much? Did the distortion pop up at one of the warp platforms or something? I see that you are now significantly less disinclined to take on some side jobs, but no. We are boarding the warp train to get to P-Corp. End of story. There's nothing between the lines, so don't try reading into it. It was only natural that the sinners immediately fell into a state of collective dumbfounded shock. Do they know how these work? None of the sinners have any history of working at W Corp, but we're actually taking that train? Through the vague information we could gather from the identities, we all had some fragmentary knowledge about the terrible secrets of the warp train's operations. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I initially considered hiding this information from the rest of the sinners, but since sharing things with everyone and letting them get their 2 cents and usually ended up being pretty helpful, I've been sharing more of these as of late. This Faust is a real beauty. It is different from what I remember from Goethe's works. All of them don't quite look like the characters in the books, yeah. Well, maybe not all of them, but definitely most of them. I haven't seen all of the OG characters. Though I have very dim, if presence at all, recollections from the time during which I wear the identities. Oh, yeah, okay. It can be determined from the conversational records between the manager and the identities that the mechanisms behind warp trains' operations can be deemed as somewhat bizarre and inefficient. Oh yeah, it's that 10-second trip that actually takes a long time, right? And when the train reaches the destination, they just wipe the passengers' memories. I also heard that the passengers get so tired and worried that they start literally ripping and tearing into one another. Sounds like I might finally have a chance to see a masterpiece with my own eyes. Even when the sinners wear the identities through my identity cards, the identities' memories or beliefs don't bleed into them once it's over and done with. That's a lot of identities in one sentence. I remember when Faust explained that due to the risk associated with embracing such influences, there was a filtering process to intentionally block them from reaching the sinners. Long sentences today! Adaya, hey! I have not watched the Heathcliff teaser yet, no. We just started with the warp train story. That's why the sinners could use the identities of some of our worst enemies without getting infected by their philosophies and whatnot. And clear? But it also meant that they couldn't retain any new information that each identity had to offer. That's why I keep a record of some things that sound particularly important and sometimes share it with the rest of the sinners. My voice doesn't really carry well past the windows, so most of our communications are one-sided, but... Oh yeah, I know it's not story related, it's just that right now I'm not watching it because we just started with this. I had an abundance of W Corp identities, so it wasn't difficult to piece together the truth behind the trains. But, maybe ignorance really is bliss. Your alarmed response and possible incompliance have already been accounted for. Lady Faust! Then thou hast known this all along! Wherefore hast thou not designed to tell me of this? Faust has indeed known this all along, as no knowledge is out of Faust's reach. As expected, a solution to your dilemma has already been prepared. I seriously doubt your solution involves not getting on the train, so what is it? The bus. Oh, what about the bus? There's no way this thing fits inside a train car. Sinclair. Charon Vedos 2. No one to feed Matthew when Charon's gone. Miss Faust. The rearmost tail cars of warp trains are all freight cars. That is where Mephistopheles will be safely fastened and transported. And the LCB will have the benefit of boarding as first-class passengers. The bus begins to swell with noise again, though in a slightly different air to the alarmed responses from earlier. First-class passengers? What, the seats for those pompous toffs? Even on normal trains, you've got those sots, whose proudest accomplishment in life is planting their arses in first-class seats, while others are cramming themselves into freight cars because they haven't the cash for even an economy ticket. Hey, don't look at me, I've never been in one of those first-class seats before either. Isn't the ticket for a single first-class seat like as expensive as 3-4 months' salaries of a first-year wing employee? Can our budget really handle getting a ticket for all of us? The company's budget is not a subject that warrants your concern. We have unlimited funding. The singularity in the back of our company is a money printer. I heard first-class passions. I'm gonna take a drink. I heard first-class passengers get some cool bonus stuff like personalized private capsules or something, don't they? That is the promotional language, yes. They are flash-free cybernation capsules, to be precise. They have been designed to easily withstand the true amount of time it takes for the warp train to travel from point A to point B. The trip will be over in the blink of an eye for the passengers. The company's regards of our well-being is unfamiliar yet welcome. To be provided such extravagance merely for our comfort, such occurrence is quite seldom. I mean, it would not be preferable for anyone if they experienced what you experience in a warp train. Well, in this case, they would forget, right? I don't know if Dante can forget. Memory wipe stuff has not been working on Dante. So yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that. Right? I honestly thought they were going to slip just the guide and Charon into the first class seats and ship the rest of us in the economy cars. This seems like an unnecessary luxury. They should have saved their budget and given only the executive manager and their loyal advisor access to those seats. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're taking a train to go to our next mission, alright? We have to think about the unique nature of warp trains and prepare ourselves accordingly. Right? I know it's first class and all, but warp trains are just plain creepy. I knew you'd also be worried about... For example, economy passengers are going to have a hard time getting into a first-class car, if they can't even attempt to open it, I mean. I'm pretty sure the door separating the cars is ironclad. Ishmael, who'd been holding the first-class promotional pamphlet in her hands for a while, was chattering on with fire in her eyes. We won't even have to lift a finger. We just have to board the train, get into our captures, shut our eyes and snooze through the entire ride until all the mess in the other cars blows over. I heard they used to give out commemorative merch back when their finances weren't in the gutter and... I don't think she's good. Guys, I don't think Ishmael is doing so well. Oh. A true adventure is not without its hardships, yet even the most exalted of heroes cannot venture without respite, and in very rare occasions the hero may even disdain to select a first-class seat and rest in it in place of a quaint inn. Indeed. Seems like everyone was at least somewhat interested in the fabled first-class seats of warp trains. Lennox, hey there! I could sense that there was a growing consensus among the sinners that even a warp train trip might be acceptable if it meant that they could ride in the first-class seats. I will board the train. Oh, I will board the train if I must. There we go. In first-class seating. Is first-class seating mandatory? I prefer the scenic route. Don't want to miss out on all the fun. Virgilius pretended to not hear Ryoshu's question. Yeah, Ryoshu would be like the one sinner who would genuinely enjoy that. Very well, then I assume that we are all in agreement. Let's go. I have a matter of great import to discuss with thee. What is it? Out with it, lass. Beating around the bush isn't like you. Don Quixote carefully began, almost whispering in a low voice. That is, in the first-class seats. I have heard tell that we must board with our feet freed from our boots. Doth that claim hold water? And every second person reading this line took it out of context. Oh, come on now. What kind of nonsense gossip is this coming from this time? 'Tis no gossip, forsooth. I have overheard aught from those we have walked past here today, and when one of them inquired, you know that you gotta go barefoot in first class, right? The other responded with, of course, man. What, am I stupid? Doth the traveler speak true, Ishmael? Don't ask me. I've never been on one of these either. I don't remember seeing anything like that on the pamphlet. Give me a sec. I mustn't be separated from Rocinante, not even for a twinkle. I shan't toss Rocinante to the side next to such vulgarities like the ugly shoes of Sir Heathcliff. Oh my god. She really loves shoes. Oh, you little... I implore thee, O illustrious red gaze, pervy, grant me thy permission and allow me to board with Rocinante. I expected Virgilius to answer with his usual exasperated rebuff. Contrary to my expectations, however, he responded in a somewhat serious tone, if tainted by the familiar annoyance. Fine, keep your shoes on. Oh my god. The Northern Fixer, what? Yeah. The shoes stay on. No feet. This place is huge. This was my first impression of the warp train station. Oh, so this is... Don Quixote shouted vibrantly, immediately recovered from her previous apprehension of the sheer possibility that she might be separated from Rocinante. Shouldn't it be Rocinante? Is it Rocinante in the original? Hey Novikov! The crocs stay on the ride. Exactly. Oh. So each nest has one of these massive structures in them? I've got nothing. Oi, know anything about what we're asking? Heathcliff asked, gesturing towards Mersault with his chin. Every warp train station has been built with a general design philosophy that draws from their respective architectural idiosyncrasies. It can also be said that many critics in relevant fields praise the warp train stations as one of the many cultural cornerstones in the city. I have no idea when it happened, but Heathcliff started treating Mersault like a walking encyclopedia from time to time. I mean, he kinda is. We should just ask Mersault more stuff. Mersault, young Mersault! Lo, is that passenger over yonder one from the west? Incorrect. Leather-based clothing and metal armor are predominant fashion trends often visible in the outfits of the Western population. He is in yapping mode, the text is small. While that individual's cloth-based style is something ubiquitously observed throughout the population of North and South, they are largely considered to be an Eastern fashion trend, rarely seen among Western. Prithee, slow thyself, for I must make a record of thy lectures. What wisdom dost thou have to impart regarding the fashion of the northern region? I have once espied in a magazine that they are garbed in puffy, loose-fitting outfits, understandably so given the colder climate of the region. An opportunity for a first-hand observation stands before you. Oh? What? 3 seconds of screaming do it, one of utter fascination, the other of unmitigated frustration. Oh my god. Oh, Fixer from the north. What the shit? You nearly blew out my eardrums! You're the one to talk. Dude, I've got an audible frequency range expansion implant in my eardrums! Holy shit, man! He curses like I do on stream, what is happening? Now get the hell out of my way! You're blocking the walkway like a ragtag band of hicks who's never seen a warp train before. Damn it, I take the train all the way here for an expedition, only to lose my target, and now these assholes are trying to blow out my eardrums. Great, just great, I love this! Oh, yeah! Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don. Backseating, thank you for the donation. Same vibe. Yeah, that was pretty accurate. Oh, is Sin a fixer from the north? The fabled color fixer of salmon pink. I could get used to that. I like the sound of that. Wait, that... No. Everyone, we collectively forget what I said in the past 30 seconds, okay? Can we agree on that? Can we just forget the last 30 seconds? No! Okay, listen, I read it. But reading it out, you know what? I just try to be accurate to what's being said in chat. Okay? I just respect what you write, that's why I read it out. But I'm not pink. I'm not pink! Another pink woman VTuber, no! No, I'm not pink, I'm salmon, at best. And you can call it peach too. We're not having this discussion, we're boarding a warp train, everyone. Guys, is it that obvious that we've never been on a warp train before? The round-trip ticket fee came straight out of my damn pocket! Whoa, watch out, big fella. Someone might get seriously hurt if you keep swinging those 4 arms around. Each holding a weapon, to boot. Prithee, wilt thou stand still for but a moment to satisfy a few inquiries of mine regarding thy outfit? Oh, yes, stand in absolute stillness for 5 minutes and I... Seriously? The fixer with a particularly impressive set of prosthetic arms spent a few minutes venting several of his numerous grievances at us before storming off to a different platform. Ah, indeed, this grant the city of sundry odd personalities. I'm pretty sure he was thinking of the same thing. I guess there really are a lot of people in the city with full body prosthetics. Oh, trauma. That's when Virgilius slowly walked up to our group. Well then, we'll rendezvous at the destination. Huh? Will the illustrious red gaze not ride alongside us? W Corp. Policy demands that fixers bestowed with a color title must board a train specially prepared for them instead. Ah, of course. Yeah, sure. Oh, are you like riding the first class plus or something? That's a color fixer for you, I guess. Special treatment from the wings no matter where he goes. Charon wants to go back to Mephi. Mephi will be lonely. I've told you before, Charon. 3 separate times, actually. Each time I bought you one of those candies that people aren't allowed aboard the freight cars. Then Miss Faust. Yes. Virgilius, after exchanging a knowing look and a nod with Faust, escorted the particularly peeved Charon away. Dante, let us proceed this way. We followed Faust's guidance to the entrance of our train car. Damn. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh no. Whoa, hey, our colors are starting to come back. Oh! Hey, these must be the fabled complimentary food and drink of the first class seats. Heck yeah. Of course. Quality stuff like these gotta be included with that insane pricing. The general response to this room was a surprise at the rows upon rows of expensive-looking sizable capsules. Flash freeze hibernation, huh? I guess it literally freezes our bodies in a flash? Faust, are these flash freeze hibernation devices safe? Please elaborate on your exact definition of safe. As in like we don't die or take trauma or wake up too early or too late? These things are supposed to freeze us solid, right? Can we really come back from something like that? A flash freeze hibernation device will put you in a temporary state of death caused by a rapid cellular cryopreservation process. However, the rapidity of the process prevents damage to your cells during the phase change. Therefore, in most normal cases, this will not cause any issues. Ah, in most normal cases, I see. Hey, Puck Puck! Gonna sleep now? Thank you for stopping by, Macha. Rest well. Faust is aware that this model has fully resolved cell membrane breaching issues caused by cryogenic density change or by ice crystal growth of hydrogen molecules. Yeah, I get that. I missed about half of what you said, but your point is that it's safe, right? Yes, as far as Faust is aware, even if an issue were to arise during the journey, because everyone will be reverted to their states at the beginning of the train trip upon arrival, there won't be any lasting complications from the said problem. You got some real talent in dragging out something so simple as "yeah, it's safe" to so many words, seriously. Indeed, as Faust's talents are not limited to a singular field. Oh, she really said, yes, I am a professional yapper. Okay, but that still leaves a lot to be worried about. Just as I was wondering, however, I realized that there was something odd about the way she phrased that answer. As far as Faust is aware, are you saying that it could be wrong? As a general rule, Faust does not err. However, Faust is also not a divine being. There are certain information in the world that Faust is yet to have access to. Therefore, while Faust may speak the facts, what is said may not always align with the truth. Okay. They don't call first class for nothing, I guess. P-Corp's way up there in the northernmost corner of the city, but this thing will take us there in a blink of an eye, huh? That's one hell of a time saver. Ho-ho! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! What the fuck? You Mickey Mouse Don Quixote! Prepare thyself, Rocinante! Thus begins the long jaunt. I've been meaning to ask Don Quixote. Do you ever, wash those shoes? Oh no. Where'd that come from, Rhodia? Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. No, I mean think back to when we were inside that whale. When that whale blew up, we got all kinds of its gross slimy bits on us. They were on our clothes, our shoes, everything. Yeah. Do you remember how much we had to scrub to get that bloody, fishy, fleshy gunk out of our clothes? This really isn't something I want to revisit, but yeah. Right? And do you also remember how Don Quixote never took her shoes off once during that whole ordeal? Okay, I guess they do look a bit filthy. I ask thee, dear compatriots, hast thou ever witnessed an errant knight who leaves the sides of their beloved steed? Can't say I ever witnessed a knight before, though. Then thou shalt know, starting now. Behold it, hearken to it, and remember it well. They don't spare us even a moment of quiet, do they? Whoa, have you been on one of these, Otis? I have been treated to premium VIP seats of similar grandiosity back when... Back when? Back when? This is nothing to fuss over. Otis, who was sitting there and shaking her legs, suddenly asked Faust a question. Hey, you're confident that no accidents ever occurred on one of these first-class cars, yes? Never! Why would you think that? In order to prevent cases of unnecessary anxiety and misgivings among the sinners, the history of accident that has occurred aboard warp trains will not be shared. Wait, what the? Oh, I think we're leaving soon. This is for warp train PW612 bound for P-Corp. Boarding period is ending soon. The sinners who were either leisurely enjoying their complimentary snacks or taking a look around the first-class car suddenly became a lot busier. I wish I had a snack right now. Then let us hurry and enter our capsules before it's too late. Oh no, why isn't this? The other sinners made it into their capsules no problem, but I felt like I was the only one who's fumbling. Well, Faust, we need help. Is it anxiety, Dante? I think so. Initiating warp in 10 minutes. Allow me to assist you. Stand as though you are leaning back and... Faust expertly guided me into the capsule as though she'd done something like this before, then pressed the button inside the capsule that closed the hatch. Done before, huh? Do not worry too much. We will meet again in but a moment, Dante. I thought I heard a brief sigh, but the hatch shut tightly before I could ask her anything. Oh no. Oh my... Wait! You're right! Dawn is praising the sun! Oh my god! Oh my god, all their ties are like flying up in these. Oh my god, Dawn is so silly. It looks like... It almost looks like Dawn is eating the fucking tie. Oh. Initiating warp. Please confirm that your seat belts are firmly fastened. The last thing I saw before my capsule began to fill with gas was Faust climbing into her own capsule opposite of mine. I had no idea then. Oh. What she really meant by "we will meet again in but a moment." Well, I guess she meant what she said, and she said what she meant. Dante, you must wake up, Dante. But one thing I knew for sure was... an inconceivable situation has occurred. That something had seriously gone wrong. Why are we in like a soap... reading? Soap narration, what is going on? Disappearing passengers. Oh, are those oxygen tubes? Wait, that makes a lot more sense. It looked like their ties were just flying up. Oh my god. Help me. Okay, it would be funny if their ties just fly up there though, wouldn't it? We're here already? Wow, I guess that wasn't an exaggeration at all. It all really happened in the blink of an eye. Oh, Dante. As always, Faust was giving me her usual look, which was a complete lack of any emotive expression. Which I suppose is why it didn't immediately register that something had gone awry. No, we are not yet at our destination. Oh! When I finally came to, and after I had some time to digest that odd reply, I looked up at her face once again. and realized that her expression was more antsy than usual by a microscopically minuscule degree. So this train is still running? Yes. Then where are we? I believe we are currently stranded in an unidentified dimension, coordinates unknown. I took a reflexive deep breath from the sheer horror of the numerous implications stuffed into that dryly delivered sentence. When that passed, the first thing that struck my mind was that we were about to suffer the very thing that we were so worried about. I see. Well, Faust, you know what you should do in this situation? Look at the clock, realize it's the 1 hour mark, and stretch. Stretch, everyone! Yeah. Stretch with me. It doesn't matter where you are. Yeah. And hydrate. Hydrate. Water time, or coffee time, or tea time, or soda time. I don't know. Ooh. Wait, another sip. That one was good. Cold water is the best thing ever after you've been reading for a while. Like, damn. One of my favorite events in this canto is Faust being a guild failure. Oh, I love that. But I soon found myself calming down. Yeah, this had to be a part of Faust's plan. She probably saw this coming from a mile away. Oh shit, they're coming for us too. I'm sure she's about to proudly tell me every little detail of her plan that will help us out of the situation. Ah, you're so positive, Dante. But this is all just part of the plan, right? Faust? That was an unusually long silence from Faust. You are half correct, yet half incorrect. Who's dying? With that, Faust left me to flounder in the chaotic stream of vaguely terrifying information as she began stopping by each capsule to wake the sinners. Oh, we're here already? Man, it really happened in the blink of an... No. Oh, what's this? We're here already for real? It really happened in the blink of an... No. Whoa, we're here already? I guess I really was worrying over No. Oh, no. Yet I have not uttered a single word. There was a brief cheer, a little hurrah about regaining our colors, followed by a flat-toned explanation of our current predicament, which was then followed by a long, loaded silence, which was a sequence of events I had the pleasure of watching play out on about 10 consecutive occasions. Dante, I understand your confusion. However, perhaps an elaboration of our present circumstance is necessary. And that brings us to the present. Yeah! The narration is ending. Let me get this straight. This train's still running. And we're drifting through some unknown dimension? Ooh, odd about that strike of me is quite dramatic. Most importantly, are you saying that you already knew that this would happen, Faust? Yes. What the hell is wrong with you, huh? The sinners each begin to voice their anger. Of course, this wasn't the first time Faust and Virgilius intentionally and unknowingly omitted certain details about events in our path. What, are you insane? It's not like we can just retreat or jump out the door when stuff hits the fan. Opening the door will result in nearly immediate destruction of the physical body. Thank you, Mersault. But hey, at least you... Oh, Fao. I thought she was interrupted, but no. It's just... it's the nickname. But hey, Fao, at least you know what to do like you always do. You've got a plan, right? Right? Faust, whom I had rarely ever seen at a loss for words, was unusually slow to respond. What's up with her? Looks totally out of it today. She gives me a sideways glance. There must be something she can't discuss in front of the sinners. Guys, let's pause for a bit. She said that something inconceivables happened. The other sinners' anger was completely understandable. It also makes sense that this continued lack of communication was harming our trust in Faust. Alright, we're going to go over the situation from the start, okay? But just letting things play out might really turn everyone against Faust, and for good. Besides, I doubt Faust woke us up in the middle of the trip just to spite us. First things first, I gotta get the sinners to calm down. Then I'll ask Faust to tell us what happened. If there's a problem, we'll figure it out and deal with it as we move along. Tell us what's going on, Faust, all of it, and in a way that we can all understand. Let's hear her out first. Is that okay with you guys? If you say so, I go along with it. Fine. I suppose losing my rag rarely ever did anything. Thank you. Then, after some time, the gist of Faust's explanation was as follows. The cause of this issue, as always, involved a certain contract and an unilateral decision from the higher-ups of LIMBUS Company. W Corp caught wind of LIMBUS Company's recent distortion contract management promotions and decided to contract us to deal with a mysterious repeated series of incidents suspected to have been caused by a distortion, after multiple failed attempts to resolve it on their own, of course. The distortions themselves likely did not pose a problem for W Corp. Based on the available information, it can be determined that they would have all been neutralized as soon as the train arrived, and any transformed passengers would have been reverted to their human forms. But the real issue was that the passengers were disappearing. Well, that's kind of bad. Passengers spirited away? Alas, such is an impossibility aboard the trains, is it not? That is the question for which we must discover the precise cause and effect of. Did W Corp share anything to get us started? That appears to be the most prominent cause of this misunderstanding. She explained that W Corp refused to share anything about the trains because they were concerned about maintaining the secrets of their singularity. I can't work like this anymore! Maybe that's exactly why they sought out an upstart business like LIMBUS Company to deal with this, now that I think about it. We wouldn't even know where to start if we didn't have access to the information that the identity cards had to offer. Faust produced what appeared to be a key card with W Corp logo on it. Oh, W Corp, the dot there is irritating me, on it before continuing with her explanations. However, we were given this master keycard that can open and close the hibernation capsules at will. We may return to our respective capsules as soon as the contract is fulfilled and safely complete the rest of the journey as we had planned from the beginning. Great, wonderful. I love these working conditions in this company. These bloody wings. Every single one of them's been absolute barmy. Barmy. I think it's a bit unkind of them to ask us to finish this puzzle without all the important pieces. At least at T-Corp, their chief executive director tagged along as our assistant, not to mention kindly explaining so many new things to us, and yapping way too fucking much all chapter long. It sounds like Miss Faust was stuck between a rock and a hard place herself. Some sinners grew more receptive after her explanations, albeit with a sigh. I would have appreciated it if you at least gave us a hint. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but it's not like there's someone out there monitoring your every move and every word, right? That is... Yikes! About that. But not everyone was willing to let this go without saying their piece. Next time, I will take your inputs into account. Aww. She's sorry though. That's everything I can do for her. It's an undeniable truth that Faust has disappointed the sinners with what she has done. But she's Faust after all. I'm sure she has backup plans to get us out of the situation. So, what's next on our agenda? Yeah, what's done is done, right? And besides, it's not like we gotta rot away for thousands of years inside this metal box. That is something I must first discuss with Dante. Discuss? But discussing things with other people is very unlike Faust. What are we discussing, Faust? We must converse in a lower volume, Dante. Why are we whispering? Oh, sorry. Why are we whispering? Her secretive attitude only exacerbated. There we go. Exacerbated my already battered sense of safety. The English major texts! What is going on? My connection to Gesellschaft, I mean Faust, has been severed. Ah, Gesellschaft, community. I'm sorry, what? I cannot access Faust's knowledge at the moment. I guess I really was right to be anxious. Ah, there we go. Die Gesellschaft, I see. Well, we kind of knew that already. We've talked about it in chat before too. But yeah, she can't talk to all the bunch of other Fausts. She's no longer smart. Now she's just smart. What are the current new identities? Wait, what? $12? Huh? 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 Wait, huh? Wait, huh? 12? But I barely have 6 people to use. Everyone else is level 20 and 31. Chain battles introduced in Refraction Railway 4. Oh, interesting. I see. Still use a 6 at once. Yeah, I don't think it would do a lot for me to bring... Well, I can bring Yi-sang for the bonus, I guess, so he's technically in the team, but otherwise... Okay, let's take Faust. And you have the bonus. Do I have someone else with a bonus? They should count, I guess. No, I do not. Okay. I guess I will go with 7. Best tooltip you can take, don't take damage. Thank you so much. You don't need to equip any unit for the bonus? Oh, okay. I will take Blade Lineage with me. Should I also take Heathcliff? I guess Heathcliff could technically at least deal some damage if he came in as backup. So, yeah, sure. To battle. ALTYR 4? Yeah, level 18. Let's go. What do you mean you can't? I mean, in the most literal sense, my access to Faust's input and information, which has always been readily available, is completely severed. No, I will not ALTYR 4. I will leave him on level 18. What if everything about this situation is something you don't have access to yet, like you said last time? One cannot completely dismiss that possibility, but even that is uncertain. Every answer Faust has given me was always full of confidence and methodical expertise. I don't think she's ever said a sentence that was this full of speculation and doubt. Then Faust, you are... Yes, at this moment I am limited to operating only with my knowledge. And you know what, girl? Maybe you are good enough. Maybe you should trust in yourself more. Let's go. Cannot discern the cause of this disconnection. More than enough precautions have likely been taken in case of interdimensional travel, but perhaps Faust did not take into account an occasion in which we may have to access an unidentified dimension such as this. Or even if it was taken into account, this particular dimension may not yet have been subject to cross-observation. If that is not the case, then No, never mind. There was nothing that suggested that my connection to Faust would be lost, not even as we boarded the train. To be honest, this is a rather disagreeable situation for me. Alright, for now. Now that changes everything. I recalled the last thing I saw before the hatch on the capsule closed, when Faust told me not to worry too much. Okay, this is just a minor setback. Nothing we can't beat, right? We got this. I began to mutter like I was trying to convince myself. As the manager, my job is to calm everyone down and set their sights on the future. Just as Faust did for me immediately before the hatch closed. If you're right about why you were disconnected, then that problem will solve itself once we're off the train. And if we do ever run out of options, I just turn the clock and see what happens. Don't stress yourself too much. We still have a lot to work with. Your knowledge, my, clock, the sinners, and... I could feel my confidence taking a hit with every word that came out of my metaphorical mouth, but that seemed to be enough for Faust. She nodded. See, you gotta fake it till you make it. And that saying holds true almost every time. Understood. And to the sinners. The fact that we are currently confined to a warp train in operation must be a source of enough stress. I believe that sharing Faust's current state with them would add an unnecessary source of tension. What, so wrecking the store ain't gonna do anything? We're all going to bite it once it opens? How many times do I have to tell you that you're not even strong enough to break this door down? A billion years in this box. Yeah, good idea. So what now? Do we have to take a searching sweep around each car or something? In the grand scheme of things, yes. Oh no. Uh-oh. Where's the car with the melee song playing? Faust cleared the air with a cough before continuing. By A Corp standard timescale, approximately 3 days have passed since our departure. As per the contract between LIMBUS Company and W Corp, I acquired the master keycard placed inside my capsule and adjusted the hatch settings to open automatically in 3 days. 3 days, huh? I feel like I just blinked and I guess that's hibernation for you. Oh, I slapped my microphone. Sorry guys, I didn't want to slap you. Please forgive me. As you were all informed prior to boarding, there's no way for the economy class passengers to enter the first class car. This is why this place has remained untouched. However, cross-referencing my own deductions and W Corp's rather fragmentary explanations, I can assume that the situation is currently under progress in the economy class cars. Why are the sentences so long? The part where they trash and shite out of trash the shite out of one another, tearing their limbs off, all that mess? No, I doubt that. I don't think it gets that bad in just 3 days. Besides, that's supposed to be business as usual for W Corp, right? There must be something else that's out of the ordinary that they want us to deal with. Precisely. In my opinion, it's... Oh, hold that thought for but a moment. Just as Faust was about to continue, Don Quixote raised her index finger to her lips and signaled her to be quiet. Dost thou hear aught as I do? Scratching, nay, rapping, forsooth, past this gate must be... As Don Quixote kept listening with her ear to the door, an odd expression of half curiosity and half horror appeared on her face. Get away from the door, because someone is gonna cut it in half in approximately 10 seconds. It is possible that there must be... Lady Faust? After that very distressful noise, everyone simultaneously turned their heads to look at Faust, who closed her eyes briefly in thought. Please step aside for a moment, Don Quixote. It would be best if I observed with my own eyes. With that, she produced the master keycard from her pocket and approached the panel installed next to the door. Whoa, hang on a minute! You're going to open the door? I intend to follow your usual flavor of suggestion, Heathcliff. That there are times in which a physical altercation is preferable to detached ruminations. My suggestion? Well, I ain't going to disagree with you there, but what's gotten into you, lass? After all, how could I deduce anything without seeing it myself? Oh, after a brief mechanical beep... Hideous creature suddenly crashed through the open door and charged wildly in our direction. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh. Music. I'm listening respectfully. Craving blood bag passenger. So they're already fucked up, huh? Okay. Oh, they work a lot with bleed. A lot of bleed. Okay. This is an auto battle though, so it doesn't really matter. We just spam our stuff. There, he's shanked. I can't hear the music over all the battling. But the music sounds very cool. Okay. 55. Do your thing, Honglu. Do your thing. Mutilate. You're too sane to use this. There we go. I think your music might be lowered in the settings. Nope. I could put down the SFX a little bit though. It's still so loud. And then put this up a little. Okay, is this better? This should be better. 19. I just feel sometime, what the fuck happened to my window? Okay, there we go. I just feel like sometimes, hey, wait, it went out of. Okay, I fixed it. It went out of full screen for some reason. I feel like the sound effects in this game, like I had this since I started playing the game. They're just loud. But yeah, now we can hear more of the music. I really like this. It's also more cozy to listen to, actually. Not blasting me anymore. They really want you to hear the the blood squelching. Yeah. They really, really want you to just appreciate the sound design. That's why. Yeah, it always has been kind of loud. Lady Faust, however similar in appearance they may have been to the passengers, verily it is as though they were in complete want of sense, like people palladified by the whale. Don Quixote hesitated until the last second to raise her weapon against them, shaking her head mournfully. Normally, Faust would have told her more information about those monsters before the fight began, and she would not have been burdened by the sheer thought of bringing harm to the innocent. Faust began searching the area, closely observing various bodies and the general area for information. Faust is just depressed this chapter. You appear particularly inquisitive today, Miss Faust. Ah, yeah. Aren't you usually the one who has all the answers while we're racking our brains trying to come up with something? Yeah, Ishma is just inserting the white whale wherever she can. The sinners were starting to fear that there's something off about Faust's behavior. They might even soon realize that there's something wrong with Faust. Don Quixote, they are not dead. Huh? Observe closer. The parts are all tethered to one another by something, are they not? Oh yeah. It's their blood becomes like strings, so their body parts keep being attached to each other, even if you sever them, so they can be put together again later on. Oh! It appears that the flow of time has ceased in this space. Therefore, it follows that the connections that tether bodies to life and away from death remain intact. To my relief, Faust managed to correctly figure out what's going on like her usual self, even if it took her slightly longer than it usually does. See, she's smart on her own, she gotta have more self-confidence. Hey, what I say? We got this. Oh, what was that about? Oh, nothing. Oh, Dante, shut up. But I'd forgotten that not all sinners were content with nodding along to whatever information Faust told us. The flow of time is ceased aboard a warp train, is it? Yi-san grew pensive, seeing that Faust's lips parted for a moment before closing shut. I was starting to get a good read of her expressions. There was an unmistakable look of regret, however short-lived. Albeit, would it not be more accurate to muse that the flow of time has decelerated to the point where to an extra-dimensional observer it has slowed to a stop? What is your perspective regarding the suggestion? Yes, that is a most rational suggestion, Yi-san. Did Miss Faust just get something wrong? Wow, Yi-san sure is a time expert, right? Can you summarize it in an easier language now that we're talking about it anyway? Ah, exactly, if you would allow me. Yi-san began to elaborate with gentle enthusiasm. Quick, distract the man! Give him kind words! That was close. To speak in brevity, it can be said that death is not an element aboard this train. And can you maybe speak in a little less brevity? To elaborate. Oh, verily, this one's heart beats still! Don Quixote lowers her head and listens closely to what appeared to be a dismembered torso, and shouts with relief. Your state is akin to an unassembled jigsaw puzzle, merely immobilized and separated. Is that a good comparison? I guess every jigsaw puzzle piece has its place to be in the puzzle, no matter whether you placed it or not, but what if you lose one piece? You can lose your jigsaw puzzle pieces. Though their corpus has been sundered, the concept of death is at a state of, for all intents and purposes, eternal delay aboard this train, existence in continuance of moratorium. I guess they're still connected metaphorically, I guess. Forced they are to be tethered upon the thinnest yet tenacious thread of life. I understood what have been said here, yet they are not dead all the same, huh? If their severed parts are all connected, then it can be said that no matter how entangled their bodies become, it is not possible to eventually gather their parts together to form a single passenger. Thus, naturally, we can determine how and why the profession W Corp cleanup agent has come to be. I see, because someone will have to categorize and reconstruct these puzzles once the journey is over. It's really baffling to me that a job like that even exists. Ever seen a wing that wasn't baffling in every sense of that word? Oh, I've been in a bottommy corporation. Still, I guess that means that as long as the train arrives at the station, they'll all be put back together like nothing happened. From what I learned through the W Corp identities, their main job was to gather chunks of flesh together to bring them back to their original shapes before they boarded the trains. It's a lot more visceral when I have to look at it in person. Ah, that is quite the auspicious news amongst ill tidings indeed. It soon clicked in me what Faust was, though with some awkward effort trying to do as I watched Don Quixote sigh with a relief. Maybe Faust was trying to cheer Don Quixote up in her own way. The other Faust would not find it even necessary to do something like that. See, our Faust without the Gesellschaft is even better. She's way kinder, and she may take a few more moments, but she figured shit out herself. Okay, I think Faust is great, even without the Gesellschaft. You don't need the Gesellschaft, girl. Dante. Yeah, she's cuter too. What's up? Oh, time to whisper, right? I said that loud, now imagine if Dante actually said that out loud in front of everyone. Time to whisper, right? Indeed, I intend to collect further intelligence. If there's anything I can tell you... Faust cast a dark gaze toward the chunks of flesh. Her gaze remained fixed upon them as she whispered. Are they distortions or abnormalities? Oh yeah, actually I wanted to ask you about that. They weren't humans, that's for sure. From them I felt the same sensation I felt from monsters. Something inexplicable, an unclear sensation or an aura. I felt this somewhere before, I'm sure of it, but I couldn't quite pinpoint the source of this sensation. One thing I do know for sure is that the sensation was not the same feeling I got from abnormalities, distortions, or even the Pekachulachua. If I had to lean one way or the other, I'd say they're closer to distortions. I'm sorry, I don't think they're either of those. Is it difficult to be certain at the moment? Again, I'm not sure how I can explain this, but they're very, very similar to distortions, but also different. If you had to ask, then I'm gonna guess Faust doesn't know? Faust may know, but I, at this moment, have no way of knowing. I feel like I should apologize for that. There's no need, Dante. Though the information you have provided me is rather ambiguous, it has helped me deduce something of worth. And collecting intelligence myself and creating deductions based on sparse information is quite fucking disgusting, like the sound that just happened. She paused, holding a bloody slimy chunk of flesh in her hands. Why are you touching that? Did she just smile to herself with gore in her hands? Ooh, finally the awakening has begun. Yoshu. Oh my god.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
What a group
선택받았으니까.
of just absolute muppets. What a mess everyone here is. A multi-crack office. Huh. Oh my god. After a round of intelligence gathering from Faust, we opened the door to the next cabin, only to be greeted by a loud commotion. It sounds like there's sounds like there are other survivors. Ah, passengers in danger! Worry not, for I have arrived to... Whoa! Who the fuck are you? Whoa, whoa, don't come any closer. Who the hell are you guys? A four-armed woman suddenly jumped in our path. Is this the person from before? Because we didn't see their face. Or maybe it's a group who wears the same kind of gear. She appeared without warning. Faust stumbled a little, inadvertently slapped by the figure's swinging arms as she pushed us away. Right, like you gave me any warning before you practically kicked that door open. Would you mind moving that huge sword out of our faces? It's a bit threatening. Threatening? I'm just trying to protect those civilians in this car. Also, is this a bioprosthetic? Must be an old-timer, huh? I thought those things went out of style forever ago. Oh, you wanna see what this old-timer's got left in him? Ah! Thou art from the north, verily! Thy garb is that of northerns, no? This really ain't the time, lass. Anyways, it looks like we're in the same mess here. Make way for us, yeah? She's cool. She seemed to be sizing us up for a moment. Nah, how do I trust you? Got any proof that you ain't bitten? I'm not gonna let all my effort protecting this place go to waste. Bitten? Are we in a fucking zombie movie right now? Bitten? The bloody hell are you talking about? Weird, you look completely lost. If you were in one of the economy cars, I'm sure you've seen... Hold on. Are you all from the first class car? Yeah, we just woke up from our capsules. But none of you look aren't first class seats supposed to be, well... Why didn't you say so from the get-go? Name's Sasha, multi-crack office rep. Sasha! With that, she lowered her weapons and allowed us to pass. I like Sasha. Can we keep Sasha and not have her die in this chapter? Have you not left this car for the duration of the ride, Sasha? No, I haven't. We warped over to T-Corp after picking up one of their contracts, but... Jeez, can y'all believe that this train broke down? Shit, is it even broken? I'm not feeling hungry or sleepy at all. It stinks of some shady bullshit if you ask me. You can feel all that even in a prosthetic body? Man, how could I live without my favorite hobby, drifting into a sweet nap after a pleasant meal? So I made sure to get high quality parts for him so I can still feel hungry and sleepy. Isn't something else of note also occurred? You bet your ass did something else of note go down. How distracting. Is it hard for you to speak without being so hyper? Otis would fucking hate me. What is that sin getting attached to a new character early in a chapter? Listen, a woman can dream! Our success quota has not been looking good in the past, but you know, things can change for the better. At least stop swinging your arms around like that. Can't do that, friend. I broke all my prosthetic arms in a fight, so I'm calibrating a new set. Gotta keep swinging them if I want them to sync up with the other parts anytime soon. Anywho, I don't know what the hell's going on, but people... What the fuck? Someone dropped something big, I think? I don't know what the hell is going on, but people started turning into some weird monsters all of a sudden. I haven't a goddamn clue as to who they are. Don't seem like they can understand us either. Good thing my train car didn't have a lot of those monsters. I just chopped the monsters there were to pieces and hauled the civilians to this vacant car. 3,201 red colors, 3,202 red colors. You have decided to protect them despite the potential risk that they may transform as well. And of course, this expected duty of any valorous fixer to stand guard in the front lines against evil to protect the weak. I've been keeping a close eye on them for the last 3 days, and so far, 0 transformations. Go past this car and you'll see what hell on earth really means. Those monsters are constantly trying to claw their way to the front of the train. So if you ask me, I'd wager that some shit went down there at one of the train cars in the back, and it spread like wildfire till it reached here. I see. And that's all I can tell you about the situation. So, what's your story? Why'd you rich first-class folks suddenly decide to grace us peasants with your presence? Nice rhyme. Nothing that's happening here could have made it to your swanky first-class cars, so what's your business down here? W Corp has hired us to solve this case. We are, fixers! Indeed, fixers. House nodded reluctantly as she affirmed Don Quixote's boisterous declaration. Huh, they got every single one of you a first-class ticket? Your office must be rolling in dough. Wait a goddamn second, so W Corp already knew that this would happen? But, are you really contracted to a wing? Not sure if I trust ya. As you must be well aware yourself, contracts and contract fulfillment are of paramount importance to fixers. With that in mind, please recall that W Corp is one of the most secretive wings of the city. Also, fuck, my back hurts somehow. Yeah, let me change my position a little bit. A non-disclosure agreement, huh? Makes sense. I wouldn't want to deal with those Ophi boys either. Yeah, we didn't have the actual Ophi boys, but even the fake Ophi boys were honestly enough. Anyways, I'm still gonna have to ask for proof that you're actually contracted by W Corp. This is the master keycard given to us by W Corp. I believe that it can open most doors aboard this train. House produced a master keycard from her pocket. I guess there isn't any other way for us to prove that we're actually contracted by W Corp. A keycard? So you use this to open the path between the first class and the economy class car. Let's see, W Corp logo. Whoa, nice materials. Looks like you're telling the truth. Alright, I won't pry. Not like there's any cash in it for me either. So I guess you gotta go all the way down there for your job, huh? Yes. The fixer finally got out of our way, then with one of her free hands pointed towards the opposite door. Well, it's your funeral, ladies and gents. Or your victory lap, if you guys are really that good. Lots of luck to you all. I thank thee for thy words of courage, Fixer Sasha. I shall trust thee with protection of this fortress. Prithee, protect the innocents in my stead. What the fuck? Who are you? Oh, of course there has to be a child on the fucked up train. Big sis, are you a fixer? Are you going to save us from the monsters in the cars behind us? Oh! Just as we were about to reach the other end of the car, a little passenger pulled on Don Quixote's cottontails, I was gonna say. Coattails. Aye, forsooth! Oh, are you a famous fixer? Forsooth, once again, thou mayst know me as a profoundly illustrious fixer. Oh, I wanna be a fixer too, just like you. Don't pester the lady. I'm sorry, she's my daughter and... Aha! Don't worry, not thyself. There's no bother. No bother at all. Thou must dream of becoming a fixer thyself, little squire. It is fortunate that someone like yourself is aboard the train. Your presence ensured that child's survival. What you talking about all of a sudden? Come on, no need to keep up appearances between people in the same line of work. We're homies. I'm just here to collect some sweet, sweet emergency contract fees from each and every one of them. Are you two on something or what? I see. I don't think Don Quixote needs to hear what she just said. Didn't know you could be like that, Faust. Be like, what? You knew there was no way the fixer was actually there to protect them out of pure goodwill, but you decided to go along with Don Quixote's delusions anyway, am I right? It's like you're being like cute and stuff. Good move. I was getting worried about what might happen if she started acting out again. You saw the twinkle in her eyes too, right? Don Quixote's always been energetic, but she's been especially bouncy today. Eyes. Faust strode towards Sasha with a question. I have one last thing to inquire. It will be 30k on per inquiry. That is quite an unsound decision to make for someone who claims to be in the same line of work as us. Have you considered the possibility that, once our contract is successfully completed, we could include references to a particularly cooperative associate office in our report to W Corp? Whoa, are you serious? Well then, let me hear it. Were the eyes of the monsters you faced red by any chance? Sasha paused her swinging arms for a moment upon hearing the question, appearing to be either in thought or trying to recall something, then answered. Dunno. Those monsters were red all over, but is there something special about their eye color? Well, for one, my prosthetic eye is red. That passenger over there's got red eyes and... Oh, you there. The lady with a big sword's also got red eyes. What, is someone out there paying cash for info on red eyes or something? No, well, it was a question of no significance. Faust nodded lightly in her direction and opened the door to the next car. I can't whistle. Wait. Yeah, that's good enough. It was just as we had feared. The scene that appeared before us looked like it came straight out of a painting of hell. Is this the Library of Brina chapter? Oh my god. Let's go. Shit's fucked up. Yeah, you're sus. Oh no, do we have to kill her? Is this where this is going? Painting of hell, let's go. Let me take a support. Faust. Yeah. I never had this one before. I don't know what it does, but it looks pretty cool. So you're coming with us. And that's a rhyme. Oh.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
You are really close to actually whistling. Yeah, it's like there's just... I feel like there's just one tiny thing I need to figure out how to tweak and then it would make a sound. But I can't figure it out. So you just have this mess of air coming out of my mouth. Okay.
불길 속으로.
It's the secret technique of alchemists. It's called breath whistling. See, the goal is just to emit the air. And you can do magic stuff with it. Yeah, that's what it is. It has to be that way. You just didn't know that it's a secret technique. But that's how it actually works. So I succeeded technically. Intervalle cercante tier list when? You know what? That would be a fun stream if we just do some tier lists. Whoa, that was a very loud It sounded like you were exhaling too hard, but otherwise correct. What the fuck? But how? I'm so close to the truth. This is higher, higher, higher. Let's go.
참여하게 되리라.
저놈을 쇼케!
너무 쉽군요.
Whistling is a slow, consistent stream.
불길 속으로.
Maybe not today. Maybe I'm not getting there today. But I am close.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지
Next stream.
반복한다.
Next stream.
실수는 없다.
Can you stop shouting? I'm trying to speak. Next stream is just gonna.
당연한 결과죠.
Let's learn how to
저는
whistle together.
선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
Are we going to finish this event, this stream? No, it's too long. I can't be reading for that long because honestly, after the 2.5 hour mark, where I intend to stop, my voice will probably be busted already. Especially with how much Don is talking in this chapter, because I just need to give Don that enthusiastic voice. It would not be done if I didn't. You gotta go, wow! Don is always so wow! Okay, let's take... Wait, which is the... This is the upgraded one, right? So, there we go. I love your Don so much. I'm happy you do. I'm trying really hard with Don. Oh, another filler fight. Let's go... Actually, let's give this a rest buff. Because why not? You don't purge yet because you're too sane. Silly wahoo Spanish woman, yeah. This is the voice I put in my head for Don's dialogue. It's the only correct answer. Don't worry, your vocal can rest next Limbus stream. But if we're still in this chapter, that means there's still gonna be a lot of yapping, right? Because they love to yap. Unless all the later chapters in this one is all just... They don't really speak. Actually, is there a dungeon? There has to be a dungeon, actually. It's an intervalo. She's unaware. I mean, yes, I am. I haven't seen anything from this chapter except for fan art. I have seen a lot of fan art, but that's it. I have no context whatsoever. 114. There is no dungeon? Oh. What the? Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried about what you guys do. No dungeon, they have announced that before the event. I don't read announcements. I just check when the next chapter comes out. So I would know. Okay, 66, 32. I'm kind of like, I don't know, it's not, avoiding is the wrong word. It's not like I'm avoiding the game, but I literally just do not touch the game unless I have story to play. I guess it's also just that I have been playing so many gachas for so long that like anything that's like grindy or goes into the direction of farming or pulling stuff, I'm just like, eh. I'm like, whatever. I forgot my dailies? Well, I don't give a shit anymore. I just go to bed. 29, 13, 103. Technically I could just auto this, but...
불길 속으로.
저놈을 쇼케!
단테님, 봤어요?
There's an event floor in the mirror dungeons. You can't get spoiled there. I personally don't do mirror dungeons either. I literally do nothing with story. But this might be good information for whoever else is. Actually, I guess for whoever else is like continuing from a point that is not shown on stream yet. From today on. There we go. Good, I'm a big enemy of grind in video games. It's a cheap way to pad out content. I mean, I feel like grind isn't bad if the game tells you straight, like in a straightforward way that, hey, there is grinding in this game, because grinding can be something that is cozy depending on, you know, what kind of game it is and if you like grinding. Because sometimes I just, let's say I grind something in a game because I just find it relaxing. And I know like before I start playing, I know it's in the game, then it's like fine. And it's even better if you can decide whether you want to grind it or if you can ignore it. If it forces you to grind, then that's annoying, I think. I feel like this game does not force you to grind because I have not done anything on this account and I've made it until this part and we're completely fine. Like, we never really struggled along the way, and I'm just pulling with whatever I get through letters, basically. So it doesn't really force you to grind. If games do force you and like put walls in front of you so you are forced to grind, I think that's really shitty because that's just annoying, especially when games have story. Because it's like, oh well, I would like to play your story, but you're holding me back from being able to play your game. So if I encounter a game like that, usually that will be the point where I just go, whatever, I'll just uninstall you. Ooh, battling in a narrow hallway really takes a lot out of you. And you know, with all of this surrounding you too. Too bad, making big movements when there's not a lot of room to move around in takes more energy than you might think, especially for people like us who use longer weapons. These enemies weren't much harder than the ones we'd fought earlier, but it was inevitable that their sheer number would eventually wear down the sinners. Whoa, what are those things, Faust? Yeah, I've been wondering that too. Why are you all so tight-lipped all of a sudden? Those entities are... Those entities are? What do you think those entities are? Huh? Didn't I just ask you the same question? Oh no, are you giving us a chance to come up with our own answers first? Yeah, that's it. Of course, Faust did not confirm or deny his question, but Sinclair was perfectly capable of interpreting her silence in his own fashion. There were some things I learned after fighting them, I think. These monsters aren't mad at us, nor do they want to attack us because we're an obstacle. That's not why they're attacking us. Quite! 'Tis apparent that they hunger for awe, charging at anyone and anything in a desperate quest of it. Right, that's strange though. I thought hunger of thirst wasn't a thing aboard these trains. It could be determined from the entity's attack patterns that their offensives were not based on rational thought. The source of this behavior can only be traced back to primal aggressiveness. Yes, and? Was there anything else? Anything else? Oh yeah, I think they all had red eyes. Their bodies wrapped in blankets of red. I smelled blood, so that's likely what they're made of. Then it must be that the red was congealed, nay, crystallized blood. Thank you all. Your input has all been very helpful. It was my turn to start whispering. Everyone, we're whispering, by the way! Turns around. What did you learn from that? We are in luck, Dante. I have read upon the subject as a tangent while perusing information regarding our next destination. Moments before we boarded the train, and while that will be a useful element in resolving the situation, the sinners have also been a very good source of intelligence when it came to categorizing and identifying important evidence from the available sea of information. Your advice was correct, Dante. You mean, you know what to do to blow this case wide open? Nothing can be said with absolute certainty at the moment. However, this will be a good place for us to start. With that, Faust turned around and faced the rest of the sinners. I will now present before you a solution to this predicament. Huh? Is there something else we gotta do other than beating the crap out of whatever's in our way? Oh, Rhodia. That will not change, no. However, what I am about to share will give you a better understanding of the purpose behind W Corp's contract and provide us with the possible means of finding the method by which we may complete it. It is very likely that the entity behind the incidents on this train, and by extension every incident of the same nature that has occurred in previous warp train trips, is a blood fiend. What the fuck is a blood fiend?
당연한 결과죠. 저는
This intervallo is such a trip. We have the bloody staring face top left. We have Don's stinky shoes. We have Faust becoming dumb. And cute. Don't forget that. Blood fiends. What the fuck is a blood fiend? Faust. You come with me. There we go.
재밌게 끌 거 없어. 바로 간다.
There we go. Blood fiends were not on the bingo list for this chapter, but here we are. Yeah. Wait, a blood fiend? What's a blood fiend? A blood fiend? What in the name of Winx is that? You of all people haven't heard of blood fiends? Thought you were our team expert on obscure lore. There we go. Verily, I have not once heard mention of these blood fiends. Perchance I have let a magazine article slip from my memory. Don Quixote furrowed her brows, genuinely lost. It was as though the very word sounded alien to her. I thought they were just monsters in stories to scare children at night. They're supposed to be afraid of garlic and sunlight, right? Just literal vampire? Ooh, that sounds a bit different from what I heard. I heard the fear of garlic and sunlight is just a rumor, and what they're really afraid of is water. Oh, do you have to invite them into your home as well? I've been briefed on the existence of blood fiends in the past, when I served as a commanding officer. And I've seen the drags that they command. Though my memory isn't very clear, I am quite certain that these monsters here do not resemble what I've seen. Let me grab my cool pillow. Oh no, it's supposed to be a black pillow, but it looks kinda... there's a lot of white on this black pillow. Hold on. We need to get the legendary, the one and only cat roll. The cat hair roll. Before I sit on this. Oh, just cat owner stuff. Speaking of cat owner stuff, my cat Coco, these past few days, for some reason, she felt like playing starting at like 5 AM in the morning, and today she actually knocked something off my table and I jumped from my bed, scared as heck. She almost killed me. My heart stopped for a second. I'm like, what the fuck? Home invasion. But it was just her throwing stuff off my table. No, not good job, Coco. Big cat moment, yes. Okay. I'm sitting comfortably. Now we can continue. I've seen one who called themselves a blood fiend among the ranks of the fingers. There we go. But the things that blood fiend commanded weren't like these rubber textured ones. There's something off about this one. That one didn't spawn these drags with abandon like this. But aren't you supposed to know this already? Yes, I see that some sinners have encountered blood fiends in the past. A long-winded explanation seems unnecessary. Wait, I don't know. I'm sorry, Miss Faust. As many of you have stated thus far, the entities we faced in this train do not appear to be blood fiends. In a sense, they are drag-like beings that have failed to become kindreds. They are referred to as bloodbags among relevant parties, according to information I am aware of. Not a terrible name. Why would anyone name someone bloodbags? As it has been said prior, it is impossible for passengers to disappear aboard warp trains under normal circumstances. Though our reserve of intelligence regarding warp trains, or W Corp, is vast, if incomplete, we could not find a possible exception to the above rule. Within that reserve of intelligence, however, I have discovered that inserting a previously unseen variable into the equation allows for the formulation of a new hypothesis. Wait, you're saying that these blood fiends can completely erase people or passengers from existence? That is unfortunate. A more accurate descriptor would be to say that they are either dissolved or vaporized. Man, I love getting vaporized. Dissolved. No matter the degree of violence the passengers may indulge in, no matter how severe their wounds may be, the warp trains can revert them to their initial states at the beginning of the journey. Among several interpretations of the word violence involves cannibalization, of course. However, as the passengers' collective time itself is in a moratorium for the duration of the train's operation, digestion is not a biological process that should be active. In other words, even the devoured passengers could be reconstructed. Yummy. If they are merely stuffed into the digestive tract, then I suppose they could gut the passengers to retrieve the chewed-up chunks of other passengers and piece them back together via the vein-like things connecting each individuals. That's so fucked up. Ugh, this is kinda disgusting. However, such is not true for bloodbags. Bloodbags are, by their nature, obsessed with blood. Their existence hinges on supplying themselves with the blood of their victims. And it is said that they must consume a minuscule amount of blood to maintain their forms. Wait, what? Didn't you just say that digestion's not a thing while we're on the train? If I were to continue my deductions, perhaps consumption of blood for blood fiends and blood bags is a fundamentally different process from our consumption of nutrients for energy. To them, blood is, oh god, this is a yep tax. To them, blood is a culmination, an entailment of something that forms the self, including but not limited to emotions, ambitions, wealth, purpose of existence. Then it must naturally follow that they can spend their blood at will, which is a process isolated from other biological processes such as digestion. I ain't following even half of that! You exist in moratoria of time at the present moment, Heathcliff, yet your emotions still persist, do they not? Anger, sorrow, and joy, they continue to spark within you. Oh, well, I suppose they are. Though we cannot tell whether they may be in a state of alteration, or whether they remain ensnared in the wheel of creation and destruction, it can be said that emotions, once past, exist not in continuation. The passenger's will to live, the worth of this very existence in which they thrive, do they not all gently atrophy into non-existence even amidst the sea's time? Miss Fowl seeks to illustrate the similarity between how emotions are to ourselves and how blood is to blood fiends. Gotcha, so that's why she said their blood is vaporized, huh? If that's the case, then the very blood that's supposed to bind these chunks of flesh together will also evaporate. Which means that they can't be pieced back together. There is no incongruence in that logic. Everyone fell silent for a moment. So the blood fiends, well, the blood bags, they crave blood. So because it's a craving and not like it's like a natural craving of theirs, like an emotion and not just a physical thing. They can kind of go over that boundary and like consume the blood, but if the blood is gone, that means the people can't be pieced back together. Are we on one page? That was way too much information to process at once. We didn't even know what to make of them either. Yep, okay. Me smart. I would like to ask a few questions, if you would permit me. Yisang was the first to break the silence. That is the same thing to them as ego is to humans, I believe. This shows how much Heathcliff has studied since he can talk with Yisang now. He's trying so hard. Could it be said that bloodbags are direct creations of blood fiends? If such is the case, then by which method do they... That information is inaccessible at the moment. Faust replies, avoiding Yisang's gaze. There isn't anything I can do about this. The sinners will only get more stressed if they find out what's going on with Faust, and that's something we both want to avoid. Inaccessible. Indeed. Now I recall what you have said in the past. This is only a speculation. However, I assume that a form of direct physical contact is needed to turn an individual into a blood bag. If such were not the case, then we, who are likely the greatest obstacles to this entity's goal at the moment, would have been the first ones to be turned. Indeed. In that case, the villain of a blood fiend must be hiding out somewhere aboard this train. Indeed, if we are to believe the words of the fixer from earlier, then there is a high likelihood that the horde is advancing in this direction from the back of the train. No, please, no more hordes. I had enough of hordes. In other words, continuing down the train cars will lead us straight to the Blood Fiend. Very well! I shan't forsake this opportunity to bring peace to the souls of the innocent passengers who have perished by the villain's hands! Dante. It seemed that Don Quixote was now invigorated. The other sinners also seemed satisfied now that we had a clearer sight of our goal. Faust, who stood amidst them, nodded in my direction. Well then, let's go. We're making the best of what's available to us at the moment. Let's move forward for now. Ooh, off we go. How about hordes of hordes instead? No, please no. Okay, let's just win rate this because it's not much different from when I just picked that stuff myself. Let's be real. I just picked big number. And then I assume said Blood Fiend will be a manual battle. Next week. Next week we're probably gonna finish this. And then I assume we would just play again on Friday. So we have a little break in between. But also have our Limbus Friday! And then Monday I will probably stream. I have a game that I received a review copy for that I would like to play. It's an old nostalgic game that got a remake, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna play that, and I'll see how I'm feeling next week. Because actually, oh, never mind. Wait. Oh wait, I just realized. I'm actually away next Wednesday. I'm doing one stream less at the moment because I haven't been feeling too great the past few weeks. But next week, Wednesday, I'm actually away too. So I think it will be 2 streams next week. Maybe I can shove in trying to whistle stream on Tuesday. But that depends on whether I have work to do or not. I will know that next week. Where are you headed? I am heading to an event with a friend. I am heading to an event with a friend. On Wednesday. So I'm not gonna be here. Don't need to force it, have fun, thank you. I was gonna say, oh maybe Thursday, but then I realized, wait, vacations actually end. And that means next Thursday, I'm actually starting singing lessons again. Back into singing lessons. I still have to pick a song I want to learn. I have trained Akuma no Ko with my teacher. Now I have to pick a different song, and I don't know what I want to learn. I'm always slightly hesitant too, because it's like, well, she's a more...
뭐같이
How do I
않죠.
say this? She sings normal songs, and then I come in and I bring an Attack on Titan song, and it's like sometimes I feel a little bit awkward, even if I don't have to. And now I have to pick another song, and I really don't know what I want to learn. Yeah, she's not a weeb.
너무 쉽군요.
But she was really happy that I brought a Japanese song because sometimes she does these little concerts where she invites all her students
저놈을
and then everyone gets to sing 2 songs in front of everyone else.
이단은 정말
It's supposed to be fun. It sounds scary, but it's fun. And then it's like a little free concert she does like twice a year. And then we perform the songs that we learn. So now I have to learn a second song. And I don't know what I want to learn.
다 죽어라.
She would appreciate good music anyway. Yeah, definitely. She had moments where she had like an earworm of the songs I were singing, even if she didn't understand them, but just the
당연한
melody.
결과죠.
Like I was
저는
preparing to leave and she would just hum the
선택받았으니까.
melody of the song in the back and I'm like,
그렇겠죠?
hehehe, got you there, didn't I? Okay, the cleanup agent. Oh. Cleanup agent. But there are so many songs to pick from. I don't know. I'd like to pick something that I haven't practiced a lot yet. Because that would be, you know, it's nicer to learn when you have support. She vibe checks her students. Yeah. So I'm gonna request Nier song for the 617th times. No, I don't feel the need to like practice Nier songs there. Because I know so many of them by heart. But also, the entire point I'm taking these lessons is so I can strengthen my chest voice. So a stronger song would be preferable,
돈 벌러
actually.
가자.
A strong song. Oh my god, is that an automated battle where you just pick the things? That's crazy! My favorite! Oh. I've been considering if I should maybe bring up something by Ado, but then it's like... I can't scream like Ado! So then I guess I would have to learn it in like my own style. Like we would have to change it up a little bit. Some Myth and Royd. Oh, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. Myth and Royd has very strong songs. Todd Musica. Todd Musica is pretty awesome. I would like to learn the song, yeah.
단테님
But
왔어요?
I'm so worried. Because these songs are really hard. Which, you know, would make sense to practice them there then, but... If I try to make a strong start and then I'm just sounding like a frog, I'm like,
불길 속으로.
You know that thing that Ado does? It's that... that little bit of like vocal fry before singing a note. She does this like... I can't do it! You have to like growl before a note. She does the... She's like deep and then she growls and then she slides into the note. That's so amazing to me, but I can't do that. It's just, I just make frog noises. I'm like... I can't do it. It's like whistling for me. How do people do that? I wonder if my teacher can do that. Maybe I'd ask her if she can do it and if she can teach me how to do it if she can. Your singing teacher is sounding closer and closer to my middle school choir teacher. If she's named Barbara or something, I'm gonna lose it. She's not named Barbara, no, don't worry. She has a very unique name. Which is why I will not tell you the name, but she has a very, very unique name. Frog that sings beautifully. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Since growl sounds like a meow. Probably, yeah.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다.
But yeah, don't worry. Barbara is not my singing teacher.
잠겨있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게 진리가졌다. 우리의 확고한 승리가 눈앞에 있다.
How many more are there?
이단을 정화했다.
What round is this? What year are we in?
그 오물을
Let's go, Sinclair.
이단을 정화했다.
We're doing the cleanup right now, actually.
제대로 찝었군.
Nice, stagger, stagger. Day 23.
제대로 찝었군.
He's like 237. This one guy. They also have the healing thing, don't they? I remember seeing something earlier. Have you listened to Pure Vanity? Yeah, I know that song.
반격의 기회다.
That's a banger. Little bit fucked up, but it fits the strain, actually. Fits the strain, I guess. There we go. Yippee! Manager, Squire! Halt! Behold this poor fellow, he lives still! Donkey Hut, her round eyes wide open, began sprinting somewhere. No, stay away from me, you monsters! Hey man, we're not those monsters. You alright? Huh? That arm, you're starting to mutate too, aren't you? You must be turning into some bug-like monster. Ah! What? No, this is... Poor Gregor. Give him a break. Kermit the Sin. Kirby! Gregor stumbled for words before chuckling and casting his gaze towards the floor in disbelief. Yeah, well, no surprise there, I guess. I suppose there's no way to tell right away whether this arm's a monster, a prosthetic, or whatnot. It is possible that you are mistaken due to his bioprosthetic being of an older, outdated make that is now rarely seen in the city. A prosthetic. That's a relief. I thought those crazy bastards were trying to break in again. As you can see, my legs are messed up. I had no choice but to hide in here. So, what are the W Corp employees doing aboard this train? Ah, you're right. From what we found out about the warp trains through the identities, I can't imagine why any of them would ever willingly board this train. You're the contract fixers, right? We were ordered to assist you with your contract. I said we, but I'm the only one left. Every single one of my colleagues suddenly began losing their minds in that car over there and... This cannot be! Faust, is there truly no way to cure the blood bags? My apologies. The access to that information is prohibited at this moment as well. Though her voice and expression were both as serene as always, there was something gloomy about the way she said it. Oh no. I may have been too reliant on Faust in too many places. Faust muttered in a barely audible volume. I don't know what I can do to help the sinners in a situation like this either. I'd also grown too used to Faust's omniscience because I could always trust it to be there for me. I was starting to realize that I don't have the means to dig myself out of a hole like this. Or maybe I was too reliant on the sinners as a whole. When the time comes for them to depend on me, when they can no longer stand on their own, can I really manage them? Lead them to the right answers? Well, you have done okay so far, I'd say. Doubt, colored with fear, begins to rise like an ominous plume of smoke. What can I do, right? The agent struggled to some corner of the room with his wounded leg and pulled on a lever. They made good use of the space. And the wall behind what had initially appeared to be a folding chair for employees spun open. Oh, what in the name of the wing is this? Perchance thou hast hidden here a weapon most powerful, a weapon most feared by the blood fiends. That holds some resemblance to a capsule we saw in the first-class car, but why would that thing be here? The cleanup agent slumped into the pot that appeared in the wall. Oh, finally. Oh, what is it that thou seekest to do? W Corp prepared a small hibernation pod for employees in case of these emergencies. Verily, then... Oh? Good luck with the rest of the mission. Peace out, bitches. With that, he settled into the capsule and shut the hatch behind him. When the door covering the pod closed, only the folding chair and a wall covered with viscera remained. He's gone. There he goes. He has departed the scene. He blankly stared at the wall the agent disappeared into. Well then, I guess we gotta... Let's move on to the next car. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Beep beep beep.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
Shouldn't sing too much because Hiroyuki Savano was gonna get my ass if I do.
그렇겠죠?
Next car. Give me Dine Faust. There we go. Okay.
45-3 충전.
Not the ass.
전투 준비 완료.
Indeed, I need the ass. Oh, it's charge stuff. I see. Let's take that. Okay.
가자.
There we go.
저놈을 추적해.
Smartest Project Moon side character. You know what? You do have a point. Like, he did the only right thing you could do in this situation. He said, peace out. Peace out, guys. You take care of this. Probably the first one that did a move that was this smart.
운이
Okay,
따라준다면
let's go.
좋겠네요.
Let's go.
걸려라.
Guys, I am craving October. I am just craving October at this point. I just really like spooky season, and honestly,
봤어요?
it's been too hot these past days. Pizza?
떼어내주지. 가져가라.
Is pizza related to October? I mean, I would like a pizza too, actually. I could really go for a pizza right now. Why did you say that? Now I'm hungry. Why would you do that to me? But yeah, I'm craving October. I just wanna, you know, I could play spooky games at any time. But I feel like I need to justify to myself to get scared. So I need a good reason. And the best reason is October. So I leave everything for October. But I don't know, I really enjoyed all the games we played last year. She's gonna eat all of us, isn't she? No, I don't know what you're talking about. You're totally fine. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of summer. There's always Summerween. You know what? I've just decided that I will make every month October from now on. Hey guys, it is spooky season right now! And by the laws of the universe, if it's spooky season, that means the weather automatically has to go colder. So, thank me later. Tomorrow's gonna be nice weather. Let's go. How many games can Sim do this year? Good question. I wanna play Misao. I wanna play Crow Country. What else? I don't know. Maybe we could do like an itch.io day where we just actually pick a few horror games.
공격 범위 확인.
So a lot of little games. I would say.
잘했군. 한 놈도 저놈을 추적해.
5. Let's go. The tiny games count too. Maybe that's a bit too easy, but. Sin, it's very hot for us here in the South Hemisphere on Spooky Month.
제대로
I
찝었군.
can send you some of the coldness. I can do my alchemy stuff. There we go. Hey Ken! I'm fine, how about you? Nice water. Yeah. Chad is too gross to be eaten. You said that, not me. So, you said that. I'm just reading it. Do you have a favorite status effect or team comp?
선택받았으니까.
I think I like Tremor a lot.
그렇겠죠?
I don't know, there's something about Tremor. I just like looking at it. And Team Comp, honestly, everything works as long as Claire is inside. Oh, insufficient caffeine. We can do one more box. Let's go. Yeah, I do like Tremor and honestly, I really like the... I don't have them here, but I really like the R-Corp identities with Ishii with the laser and then the Bunny Heathcliff. I really like those identities. So, if I had them, I would put them in a team. And as I do not.
모드 45의-3 충전. 전투 준비
We're gonna
완료.
finish this today, maybe? Wait, what? What? I thought it's like 4 hours. I thought it's like 4 hours. We've only been going for 2. It only took me 2 hours to beat? What? Huh? Is there so little left?
불길 속으로.
Who said 4 hours? Someone said 4 hours at the start of the stream. It's only 10 seconds. Oh, come on. Guys, I swear. Haha, it's only 10 seconds on the train. You know what is keep going? But if I keep going too far, then I have to keep going, and I don't want to keep going for too long because then I will die. Okay, realistically speaking, how much do you think is left in time with the speed I am reading? It's only an intervallo. I know, but time killing time took me actual 2 streams. Like, we were in there for... Well, let's remove the yapping from it, then yeah, 4 hours probably. It's mostly, you know, on stream it's always longer than it usually is because the reading speed, when you read out all the character voices,
불길 속으로.
takes a lot longer than if you just read along.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
At the rate you're going, you can finish this in the next 2 hours or less. 1.5 hour-ish. It's a lot of text left, but not a lot of combat. Yeah, that's the issue, I'd say, because the text is what takes long. 1.5 hour or an hour-ish. Well, my intention was to go for 2.5. So... I don't know. Should we take a break after this stage then?
공격 범위 확인.
It's only a bit longer because it has story, mirror dungeon, and paragraph yapping. Wait a minute. 54 hours because I'm really slow when reading out loud.
기세가 수그러지는 거. 반격의 기회다.
Unless you're gonna chuck honey, will your voice handle it? I feel like I could make it, but I would be in pain afterwards. Or at least very hoarse. It's like I can feel like a very slight stretch. But it's not bad, like I'm not struggling too much yet. But if there's like 1.5 hours of yapping coming up, then maybe I should take a break. Also, it's getting really warm in my room, actually. I should get the fan on. Okay, are you ready, guys? I'm gonna grant you the gift of window sounds. Oh shit! The Sinclair moment. I have to do this one manually. There we go. And here's my tiny USB fan that has saved me on many a occasion.
또한
So
산재물이 되어라.
효율적으로.
there we go.
선생님 봤어요?
Ah,
너무
ouch! I
쉽군요.
touched my fan. Windows OS sound made him corrode. Yeah, he can't hear that. Triggers his PTSD.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
His family would always make that noise.
그렇겠죠?
Like every time they would come through the door, he would hear this noise. It's literally 4 more stages. What? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... Murder on the warp train? Is what it's called, right? Murder on the warp train. Oh my god, I had advertisements. I'd say 1 hour at most. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm checking, I'm basically checking out another stream on how much longer it took them from like the stage I'm at right now. Seems like 1.5 hours. You have like 2 more fights and 2 more story nodes. I don't know if I want to keep going for an hour. Second fight is long. Yeah, that's an issue too that I'm thinking about. Yeah, because fight probably takes a while. Multi-crack office fixer. Murder on the Warp Express. Ooh, that's a fancy one. That looks very fancy. I can get Heathcliff. Okay, give me that. I like the sounds in this one.
시간 한번 더럽게 잘 가.
Always cursing. Good old Heathcliff. Yeah, I got the Heathcliff now. I really like the banner too though, but maybe I should prioritize the tickets considering I still don't have a free star identity for like a bunch of sinners. Multi-ass crack Heathcliff, what the fuck? If you leave the next few stages for another stream, you can have 1 more day of Sin for us. I mean, technically I would still be there, we would just be doing something else. So, technically it's the same amount of days. You will get 700 more after you finish this, I think. I see. This is a fine jumping off point. Yeah, I probably take the opportunity and take a break here. I'm considering on whether I should finish this on Monday then, maybe. Because then we don't have like a big break in between. And then maybe I play the other game on Friday. I really need to finish Ishmael's story. Go, go, go! Next canto is far off, like November. Whoa! Okay, yeah, that's quite long. That's quite long, actually. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Maybe we should do like a dungeon or something on stream sometime. Sometimes I miss the game a little bit because it actually takes so long until the next canto is out. So I'm like, well, if I could stream Limbus Company, alas, there is no story. Did you watch Kim Ji-hoon's VTuber stream? I saw parts of it, yeah. I saw parts of it. Have you seen the new ID trailer? Oh, I haven't. Maybe we can just watch that then. Before I leave. Oh, also let me... What's on the banner? Oh, the Faust. And an Otis. Wait, did I have a Faust? I don't have a... Oh. Should we go for Faust? Limbus Company! Good luck, I need it. You know what? We might as well. We still need a Faust. And I have some tickets. I swear to God, Sinclair, stay away from me. Okay.
점수는 F.
Oh!
발로는 듣지 않겠다.
The ring pointillist. Oh, the pointillist student. You're getting an F, end of story. No, I don't accept appeals. Oh shit. We got a notice! We got an Otis. Okay, let's go again. Wow. That is, wow, a bunch of nothing. I can go once more. This one? Yeah. I have single tickets. Let's go. It's always the single tickets, okay? It's gonna be like the last one of these. I can feel it. Like in the stream? No. It's on the way. Just trust. We're using the single tickets. You will see. Oh boy, it's coming closer. Can you feel it? It's almost there. Yeah. Only seconds away now. This is the one. I'm sure it's the one. Oh well, you can't always be lucky.
하루가 저물어가는 동안
Oh, the game hates me. We will forever rely on Enclair, it seems. Yeah, it was a Faust. It was just not the correct one. Do you have a pack on your inventory? I don't have shit in my inventory. I have these. But only 10. And that's it. You have enough lunacy for 2 more single posts. What if? You are so right. Here we go. You know, you're always just seconds away from the win. You know, most people quit right before they win. This is the one. I'm feeling it. Oh, Heathcliff. Oh, Heathcliff. We're so in it now. Buy more lunacy? No. No. I am not spending money. Forget it. Hey, at least it was not Sinclair this time. I guess. I guess. Okay, we want to see the trailer, right? So let's do that. Whatchamacallit? Limbus Company. Is it the Wild Hunt? Oh wait, that's not. It's so hard to find the correct videos with how shitty the search engine has become. It's the Earl King Heathcliff, right? That one, 6 hours ago. Okay, it has to be. It has to be this one. Okay. Actual Limbus Company. Shut up. Enough. Okay. Let me grab the browser for you. Yeah, let's go. Okay, volume up. We're fine. Okay, good. Autoplay off, please. I hate that. Okay.
림버스 컴퍼니.
Limbus
이
Company.
분노가 언제부터 시작됐는지.
Ooh, that's cool.
뭐였는지. 그래,
It's the edgy man.
알 필요는 없지.
Io, he looks like a Dark Knight from Final Fantasy with the animations. Okay, calm down. Calm down, sir.
거의 쾌락에 맞닿아 있지 않은가?
He is so fucking edgy.
맡기는 시간이.
You know what? I can't blame him.
아무런 생각을 할 필요가 없지. 그럼 밝힌 당신은 이 언덕 위에서
Atop the
결판을 내는
storm-broken heights.
마지막엔 누가 즐거웠을지.
Who shall remain standing here? I wonder. Oh, the shitty coffin. Did she just throw the coffin and break it in half? Oh my god. I know, he's angry. Yo, that coffin was sick. I will admit that. That's not a coffin. You know? You know? He has like 5 different mechanics going on at once. He is so mad. But yeah, this one looks really cool. I will say though, you know, would I want them in my team though? Because this man has caused me incredible suffering and he made me angry and he hurt my boy. So I feel like if I had him in my team, I would just constantly feel the urge to like, I would be like, wow, this looked amazing. And then I would be like, and I want to punch you in your face. It would be very much thank you for carrying my ass, but I hate you kind of thing. So, he's not the same though. It doesn't matter! He looks the same and he speaks the same. So that's enough reason to punch him in the face. It's enough reason for me. So, he looks very cool, but I'm not like crazy over him. Let's say it like that. It's good that you have no pulse for him then. You say that, but watch next time as I do my single lunacy pull and I get this man. And then I will be both crazed and also irritated because what the fuck. You will see it live on stream. Hearken my words. You will see! Or something like that. But a woman's gotta believe, you know. One pull trust. Yes, I will one pull him. No problem. No problem. But yeah. And before her single pull is gonna pull for another Enclair. No, don't say that. You're summoning it if you say that. Stop summoning. Copium pizza later then. Yeah, I would like some pizza right now. Maybe I should grab a pizza from the pizza place. I think about it. No joke, your account is insanely cursed. Yeah, it's so dumb. And it's also like, this is my second account, right? Because I did not start playing this game on this account initially. I started it when it launched. So I technically have a personal account on my phone too. And that account is fucking stacked. That account is so stacked. I get everything there. Like every single sinner I have there is a 3-star and level 45 and uptied fully. And then even then I have like other 3-stars for some of them too. So it's like, how can this game love and hate me so much at the same time? And why does it hate me so much? In the place that matters? What did I do? What did I do? Wait, Cinniart? No, it's all free to play! I swear! I've just been so lucky on the first account I had. I was so lucky there. You should have kept using your personal account. No, that's dumb, because then I couldn't have played it the same way from the start. Like I did on stream. And that would have been a nuisance. So I wanted to start a new one. And then the new one fucking hates me. Except for Sinclair. Sinclair visited me thrice. Sinclair loves me. You know, it's in the name. But other than that, I don't know. I'm so unlucky here. Limbus knows you're cheating on your account. How do you cheat on your account? What do you mean? Yeah, it's always Sinclair. You can link your phone and PC accounts, I know, but that doesn't do anything for what I mentioned earlier. That I wanted to start from the very beginning for the sake of the stream. And now this account is, you know, I didn't continue the story on the other account, of course, because I'm always playing it on stream now. So I have this other unused account with like all these crazy stacked characters. And here I'm sitting on my third Sinclair and I'm just waiting for a ray of hope that's never coming. Because for some reason when I pull on stream, it's like the gods are watching and they're like, you? Bitch, nah. No, I will not grind. I refuse. I do not want to grind. If I have to, I will beat the very last final boss of this game just with Sinclair. I don't care. Like, by now, it's a matter of spite. Like, I would just keep going like this out of spite. So yeah, be like that game. You can't break me. I'm stronger than you. Anyway, we're gonna be even stronger next week when I finish the story. So, until then, thank you everyone for joining me on today's journey into the warp train. That is slightly concerning. And next week we will finish the extensive yappa yappa that is left. So, until then, everyone, have a good morning, day or night, wherever you are. And stay hydrated and stretch when I'm not there. Or else, I guess there's vampires now, so a vampire will visit you or some shit. I don't know. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. What?